Alrighty, good morning. It's 0 day in Hanover, New Hampshire, and I thought what I would do is give you a quick rundown on what I got in my resupply box and what stuff I'm going to send home. I got to pack that up and take it down to back into Hanover to the post office today. But I also remembered that I forgot to do the would you rather question at the end of yesterday. So apologize for that. Just got excited to be in New Hampshire and in Hanover, so I totally forgot about it. The question was, would you, if you could only read the works of William Shakespeare the rest of your life or Harlequin romances, which would you pick? I've never read Harlequin romances. I don't even know if they still make them. I just know they were a thing. And the only time I read Shakespeare was freshman year in high school when I had an English teacher that made us read like 5 Shakespeare books while every other freshman class was reading all of the teenage angst kind of classics like The Outsiders and Lord of the Flies and things like that. We never read any of those. We read all these Shakespeare books. I'm not sure I would read either of them. I might have to give up reading if that was all that was left, and stick with movies. But I guess in a coin flip, I would go with Shakespeare. I just can't imagine reading Harlequin romances. It sounds like every one of them would be the same, in some variety or another. But neither of them would be too appealing to me. I'll put it that way. So let me show you the gear, and then I'll figure out what the plan is for the rest of the day. See ya. All right, before I do that, here's everything in my room still drying out from yesterday. The tent was pretty damp from a lot of condensation. Sleeping bag was a little damp. But okay, here's what we got coming in. New pair of shoes. Need these. The mids just work way better for me. Don't worry, I made sure they were clean before I put them on the bed. The mids work way better for me, especially going downhill. Keeps my foot from sliding up into the front and banging my toes. Got a pair of long pants because I think the bugs will be bad in Maine, and rock scrambles and stuff in New Hampshire. I think it'll be good to have some leg coverings. So they zip off. And then I'm going to keep one of these. I don't know which one yet. I'm going to figure out today. One's an REI short sleeve, lightweight shirt, and one's a North Face. I just want something a little cooler than the merino wool one I have. I probably will keep that just till I get through the whites, and then have this for Maine. But I want to have a couple short sleeve shirts to go along. I'll treat them all with some permethrin as soon as we're done here. 100% DEET right there in that bag where I have to keep it so it doesn't get rid of it doesn't mess everything up. More importantly, a new water filter, because I've been cleaning the other one out, but flow is just really slow out of that. So I got a new one of those. A couple lunches, couple breakfasts, or a couple dinners, couple breakfasts, and a bunch of bars. So that's the stuff. I'm most excited about those. Second about those. And what are we going to send home? We're going to send home those black shorts. They're the shorts I started with that I thought were going to be my go-to hike every day shorts. I like the blue ones that I bought in Hiawassee better. I've been lugging around a spare pair. I had a pair of glove liners, and then these are little, I thought they were glove liners. I bought them somewhere along the way. They're not even merino wool. They're like some sort of synthetic. They don't really even keep my hands warm. So I still have the glove liners that in case it gets really cold up in New Hampshire, in the whites. That's a third pair of socks. I'm only going to have 2 pair of socks. I don't know why I've been carrying a third pair, but I've had my little booties. They're super light, but I don't need them anymore. So they're the booties that had tears inside of them. Enlightened Equipment sent me new ones. They're home, but I kept these in my pack just in case it got really cold. They were down in the bottom of my clothes bag. Realized they're still here. Don't need them. They're going home. That's probably the biggest decision I had to make. This is the Reactor Extreme sleeping bag liner. I don't think it's going to get that cold in the whites. If it does, I have a pair of long pants, plus I have
still have my puffy, plus I have rain pants, and I have a rain tops. I mean, if it gets really cold up in the whites, I can put all that stuff on again in my 40-degree bag and be fine. So that's going home. It's heavier than it looks. And then just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that I had in there that I'm not going to need. That's 30% deep. I got the 100%, plus I have a can of 40% that I bought a couple days ago because that one's almost empty, and just a bunch of other little things that I don't think I'm going to need. So that's what's going home. Hopefully it lightens the load up a little bit. Probably net. Who knows? Maybe not. But that's what's happening so far. I will show you some more of Hanover in a little while. I got to figure out what time the bus comes and get downtown and tour around a little bit. See what I didn't see yesterday. See ya. Okay, so here's the plan for the day. I'm walking over to the bus stop, which is a little bit of a walk from the hotel. Got my box to mail home, mail the old shoes, some other stuff. And then I'm gonna meet a fellow hiker who came off trail. I met her, I think the first hostel I was at. She had a little tramley going. She's from up here in New Hampshire, Wicked Pissa. She also does YouTube, and has been following my channel and saw that I was in the area. So gonna grab lunch and try to get a little New Hampshire intel from her about where to kind of plan my resupplies, what mountains I can maybe slack pack over, figure that all out. And yeah, so I got to drop my box at the post office, meet her for lunch. Still have to do a little resupply. I went to this little co-op store this morning across the street from the hotel, and they had everything I needed except no Sour Patch Kids, which is a problem. Need Sour Patch Kids. So I'm hustling to get over to the bus stop because it's in like 8 minutes, and the next one's like 25 minutes later or something. So anyway, that's the plan. Show you a little bit of Hanover when I get there and let you know what the plan is for tomorrow. See ya. Alrighty, I just waited in line for like 20 minutes at the post office right over there, and I was the third person in line. They don't move very quickly. Now I'm walking up to the Hanover Inn, meet Wicked Pissa. I stopped at CVS and got Sour Patch Kids and some more sunscreen. It's supposed to be pretty sunny the next few days. The weather's supposed to be really good the next few days too. So and I'm running low on sunscreen. And I know when I get above tree line, I'm gonna need it as well. So I'll show you a little bit more of town in a bit. See you. Alrighty, doing a quick loop around Dartmouth Quad. I was wrong yesterday. They're still in, well, they're just wrapping up. I think they're in finals now, and their graduation is like next weekend. So they're must be on the term system or something, the quarter system, and they're a little later than a lot of other schools. But there's still a good number of kids around, and a lot of traffic here on a Friday afternoon. Just had lunch at Lou's with Wicked Pissa. It was super nice. She was giving me a lot of ideas about how to navigate getting through the whites, and yeah, I'm gonna go home this afternoon and try to put a little bit more of a plan together, figure that all out. But I got some intel now. Here's some kind of something going on like a college campus. Pretty cool. Weather's super nice. Tomorrow's even supposed to be even nicer. And tomorrow I'm going to just turn around and walk back through the quad here. Tomorrow I got a slack pack 17 miles south from the Grafton Turnpike back to Hanover. So got a shuttle driver who's gonna pick me up at 5:45 in the morning, which is good. It's supposed to be a gorgeous day tomorrow, and that'll be a good way to get some miles done. And then I gotta figure out what's beyond that. I think it's a couple of days until I get to Mount Moose Lock. Moose Lock, Moose Lock. I have to go over town It's definitely jumping a lot more now, early afternoon on a Friday, than it was when I got here yesterday. There's the Hanover Inn again. I stopped in here last night at Murphy's and had a beer. Nice little Irish pub. Pretty cool vibe. Yeah, it's a good little town, a little college town. I don't know that I could actually be on a college campus these days. It'd probably drive me nuts. It's not like these students are anymore. But I like being in a college town nonetheless. There's Lou's. There's where I had lunch with, right over there. That's where I had lunch with Wicked Pissa. We sat outside. It was awesome. She treated, which was even nicer. Thanks, Wicked Pissa. If you're watching, which I think you are. And just went up on campus. Now I'm gonna cruise around here a little bit and get to my bus stop, head back to the hotel and just relax for the afternoon and do a little planning. Looked like a hiker just passed me. All right, I'll let you guys go. Check in later. See ya. Alrighty, just got a little ice cream at the Red Kite Candy store. It's supposed to be really good ice cream. Now I got it. There's a little shot of the store. Now I got to walk over to the bus stop and get ready to head back to the hotel. I think that is all for today. I'll just be back in the hotel figuring out my plan for the next week or so, and trying to sort out how I'm going to get through the White Mountains. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow during my Slack pack. Oh, right there is the place I got the free pizza yesterday. Raimundo's Brick and Brew Pizzeria. Super cool. Next time you're in Hanover, check it out. See ya tomorrow.